Yes, that is correct. The Northwest 200 is back, and after being absent for 2 years, I'm quite glad because I've missed it. If you don't know what the Northwest 200 is, it is basically a street race that takes part every year in May in the beautiful country of Ireland. Taken by the likes of all the well-known guys like John McGuinness, Peter Hickman, Lee Johnston. They've all taken part in the Northwest 200, and it's quite a big race. So I thought, with the return of the Northwest 200, I would pick my bike of the week and talk about some superbikes. I have 3 bikes that I would like to talk about. The first one, which is quite a well-known bike, is a Yamaha YZF R1, and with its redesign in 2015, I think it looks it's a good looking bike. Given towards the end of last year I spent most of my salary buying Monster Energy drinks because Monster Energy in South Africa was hosting a competition where you could win either a Mercedes A55 AMG or a Yamaha R1M valued at 425,000 Rand. But unfortunately, I didn't win it. So next time I'll win it.
The 2022 model has an inline 4 998cc engine pulling out 147 kilowatt at 13,500 revs per minute. Torque is 112.4 newton meters at 11,500 revs per minute. So the R1 has a 17 liter tank with a dry weight of 203 kilograms. Front suspension is 43mm KYB inverted fork, fully adjustable, and for the rear a KYB single shock, fully adjustable. For the front brake, dual 320mm hydraulic discs, brake control system and ABS, and the rear 220mm hydraulic disc, brake control system and ABS. The R1 has a front tire size of 120 70/017s and the rear tire size of 190 55/017s.
But given the Yamaha on my list has the least amount of power, but still a great package. The second bike I would like to talk on my list is the Kawasaki ZX-10R, which has been made famous by the likes of Jonathan Ray, where he's won the World Superbike Championship between 2015 and 2020.
The ZX-10R has an inline 4 998cc engine churning out 156 kilowatt at 13,700 revs per minute and 114.9 newton meters of torque, which is more than enough to overtake a Volkswagen Polo. With a 17 liter tank, it is more than adequate for racing purposes. It is the heaviest bike on my list at 207 kilograms. On the front brakes, Brembo dual semi-floating 330mm discs with a dual radial mounted monoblock 4-piston caliper, and cab-ease controlled 220mm disc with aluminium single-piston caliper for the rear brake. The ZX10R has a 43mm inverted balance-free fork, adjustable stepless rebound and compression damping, spring preloaded adjustability, and on the rear a horizontal back link with a gas charge shock and a top-out spring. The ZX10R is fitted with a 120/70 ZR17 tyre on the front and a 190/55 ZR17 tyre on the rear. These are common tyre sizes, so you have a wide choice of manufacturers you can choose from.
And the third bike on my list is a one and only Honda CBR 1000RR. And what more can you say? I mean, it's a it's a Fireblade. I mean, the name itself, you know, once you mention the name Fireblade, everyone knows which motorcycle you're talking about. It's such an iconic name. And the 2022 variant is such a big step up from the previous generation. And I just love the looks with the wings and with the Akropovich exhaust.
The latest Fireblade, known as the CBR 1000RR-R, has a 4-inline 999cc engine that produces 160 kilowatt of power at 14,500 revs per minute. Torque is 113 Newton meters at 12,500 revs per minute. The 16.1 liter tank and a weight of 201 kilogram, it is the lightest bike on my list. 2-channel front, 330mm disc with a radial mount 4-piston Brembo Stylina caliper. The rear brake is a 220mm disc with a 2-piston Brembo caliper. The front suspension is a Shoro telescopic inverted fork with an inner tube diameter of 43mm, and the big piston front fork with a preload, compression and rebound adjustment. This gives a stroke of 120mm. The rear shock is a Unit Pro Link with a gas charge HMAS damper featuring 10-step preload and stepless compression and rebound damping adjustment. 137mm stroke. Show a balance free rear cushion with a preload, compression and rebound adjustment. Tires are Pirelli's Diablo Supercorsa SP. On the front you get 120/70 ZR17 and on the rear a 255 ZR17.
So I've looked at the bikes according to their price. So I'm going to start at the bottom with the Yamaha coming in at the lowest at 234,985 Rand, and the Kawasaki coming in at 350,000 Rand, which just leaves the Fireblade. And this is not even the SP, this is the CBR 1000RR-R, and it comes in at a whopping price of 435,000 Rand. So if you're watching this and you have 435,000 Rand that you don't really need, give me a call. I'll be willing to take it and buy one of those. This is the Caprivi Bomket Memorial Grounds, and situated here on Ramfteen Road next to Uncle Harry's, which is owned by Jimmy Papas, and he is actually the founder of this memorial grounds, which he put up in memory of fallen heroes that gave their lives in World War I and World War II. This is a branch for the Memorable Order of Tin Hats, MOTH, which Jimmy Papas is also formed of. In here, the current armory is a 3.7 inch anti-aircraft gun, a 4.7 inch howitzer gun, a Marashi MB326 jet, and at some point the SAAFA, the South African Air Force Association, wanted to come and remove this jet, but the founder Jimmy Papas said, "No, this is my jet." And they came to agreement that the plane is secure and it cannot be moved. Quite something special. Well, if you are new to my channel, please consider liking and subscribing for future content. You can also follow me on Instagram at dot.b.rides, as well as my Facebook page. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. My mama said, "What's the matter you? Hey, got no respect. What do you think you do? Why you looking so sad? It's not so bad. It's a nicer place. Ah, shut up your face." Da 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 da.